You go.
I go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. So pretty. Yay! We did it!
First try.
Shuwa!
Shuwa roll call.
Explorer from the unknown, Yellowcaster, Autocar.
Loyal and loud, Pinkcaster Lane!
Captain of the Milky Sea, Babycaster, Cringeman.
Paying respect to the original Japanese heroes,
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Ultraranger. Welcome everybody to episode 13 of Ultraranger.
We're on episode 13 already?
We are already on episode 13.
Damn.
In case you didn't hear, Lane and I got G-Risers.
Yeah, we both got Geed Risers and the Acro Smasher and Solid Burning sets.
Capsules.
So now we both own an Ultraman item that both of us won't just be like, one of us just won't be like, dude, can I play with that? Because like every day I've always like at least once a week I'm like thinking about Gar's Orb Ring and I'm just like, I just want to fucking play with it. Just for like 10 minutes.
No,
Just use every card, try every combination I can. Not your Dark Ring though, because your Dark Ring that's your true baby.
That is my baby.
Yeah.
Alright. Again.
The joys of you dorks having toy collections to play with.
Oh yeah.
That is
Take
true.
that how you will.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's have Aircaster joining us.
Yeah.
Welcome, Aircaster.
Noble cannot join us this week, but we got Crunchman.
Crunch.
Alright.
Yep, I'm here. Hello.
And this is our first episode without an orb topic.
Ugh. It's weird.
Yeah.
I actually I miss Orb.
So do
But we might plan to talk about the Ultraman Orb show on Ultraranger. So, because Orb's super good. Why the hell not? I don't. I want an excuse to rewatch it again. It was
Sure,
that
why
good.
not?
And Gar and I were actually we were talking about this yesterday. Like some people were like, "Oh, should I watch like Orb Origin Saga then the Orb show?" And Gar said,
No, you shouldn't do that because there are some elements in like Ultraman Orb's actual show that are impressive. But if you watch Origin Saga and then watch the other the actual show, it kind of loses its touch.
"Yeah, because like in Orb, in the series, you see like Juggler for who he is, but then after you watch that show, if you watch Origin Saga, then you'd be like, wait, Juggler was like a sane person?"
And then
Oh.
and then it actually made me think, you know what? You don't watch Star Wars in episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You watch it 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3.
I've watched it prequels and then.
I don't know. It feels like.
No, I feel you.
Yeah.
I understand, but.
But yeah, we are talking about episode 7 of Ultraman Geed, Sacrifice,
Oh man.
and we are on part. What part are we on?
Okay, we did the Ultraman Zero movie, the second Ultraman Zero movie.
We are on part 5 of Zero Quest.
Yeah.
In which we are talking about the third and final theatrical film for Ultraman Zero, Ultraman Saga.
Even though that movie sucked Dyna's dick more. Like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ!
AKA Ultraman Dyna Ultraman Saga.
Yeah, I've never seen like a movie about like a person, but then the like a side character is more well acknowledged and praised than the actual protagonist.
We'll get into that, but first,
Yeah.
let's talk about news.
Ooh!
Alright, first up on news, Subaru Productions announced Kaiju Girls Season 2.
Oh my god, alright, this is doing well apparently.
Oh, yeah. Season 2 of Kaiju Girls features the returning characters of Aguila, Mikalas, Windom, Pigmon, Zeton, Red King, Ella King, Gomora,
Yeah!
Xanderus, and debuts a new Kaiju girl, Alien Guts from Ultra 7.
Oh, that's cute.
That is adorable.
I feel like I've seen her before.
Yeah, she does kind of look very familiar. Season 2 of Kaiju Girls will air January 2018, and more information will be announced at a later date. Chances are this will also be on Crunchyroll.com, in which, in the last 2 days, I've binge watched the first season of My Hero Academia. Oh!
I watched the first episode of it and I thought it was cool, but kind of with how my mindset is right now, I just don't feel like watching anime, so
No.
I'm just kind of putting off anime for now.
Aside from Dragon Ball, I rarely watch anime, but I kind of want to watch My Hero Academia.
Yeah, for me, I was watching One Piece because I got myself caught up within 3 months, years ago, and I was been watching it consistently every week since. But now, ever since I hurt my knee almost a year ago, I've just kind of fallen out of watching it, and now I'm 30 episodes behind, and I kind of just don't want to catch up anymore, unless I have a day that I can just watch it. Then other than that.
All right. Up next, now this is gonna be dated news by now, but Japan World Heroes Convention is happening this weekend, August 25th through 27th, at the Pasadena Convention Center. I wish I was there. Why am I not there, Lane?
I don't know. Well, who is this guy? What's he done in Ultraman?
They announced the new guest right before the convention. Dore Karaz, aka Ultraman Great.
Oh.
Yeah. Dore portrayed Jack Shindo, aka Ultraman Jack, in the 1990 series Ultraman Towards the Future, created by the South Australian Film Corporation and Subaru Productions. More or less, Ultraman G was a combination of it was in English, it was made in Australia, but Subaru helped.
Okay.
And then there was also the other show, I cannot remember the name of it, but it's Ultraman Powers show, and that was filmed in America.
Oh, cool.
So Ultraman Great and Ultraman Powered are known as the two Ultramen from, Australia and America.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Oh, so it's King Kusagi, who's Ninja Black Jiraiya. He was an American, but he also is kind of Japanese.
Nah, they're more Ultraman Great and Powered are more like Akiba Ranger. Some people know them, true fans love them.
Okay.
And both their shows only have 13 episodes.
Oh, I'm gonna look up a picture of Ultraman Great quickly because I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah. So yeah, that is interesting, and hopefully everybody who's going to Japan World Heroes, just tell them hi.
Oh, jeez. He has a white suit, not a silver one.
Yeah.
It's red and white. But, his head's silver. He has a silver head, but his actual, bodysuit is white and red.
Yeah.
That's weird. Huh.
Yeah. SH Monster Arts Showa Mechagodzilla from Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla has been revealed, and
It's cool.
the classic Mechagodzilla has been demanded for years after the various releases of more recent Mecha G designs. Finally, collectors can own the original Toho Techno Titan SH Figuarts Monster Arts Showa Mechagodzilla.
1974.
The 1974 design will be released January 2018 for 9,720 yen.
Yeah, because these monster arts are fucking expensive.
Now,
Shiny.
yep.
It is. Oh, it's even got like one of its poses is like when it's flying. That's awesome.
Yeah, I just literally clicked on that one right as you started saying it. It's like, that's awesome.
Now, and I love how it specifies that's the 1974 design.
Because there's the other one.
Yeah, in 1975, Terror of Mechagodzilla, the final film in the Showa era, you see the Mechagodzilla marking on his arm plane?
Yep.
That's more or less blue in Terror of Mechagodzilla, and it
Okay.
has a 2 on it.
Oh. God, that movie was awful.
Yeah.
It was not that good.
So hopefully they release another one in which it comes with the blue logo for Mechagodzilla on his arm and a broken head. Because remember how Godzilla twisted Mechagodzilla's head off?
Yeah. I'd like, honestly, a monster arts of, like, Mechagodzilla in his Godzilla disguise, but, like, there's parts of him that are, like, exposed, so you know it's him's disguise.
Yeah, but why not just make a 1974 Godzilla monster arts and make those effect pieces?
Oh, that's true. Okay. Yeah, do that. I like that he was, like, actually disguised as Godzilla, and then Godzilla was like, "You're not me."
But it's like, alright, we got Mechagodzilla from the Showa era. Where's Jet Jaguar?
They're not gonna make one of Jet Jaguar.
I want one of Jet Jaguar.
Oh, me too. I'd love a figure of Jet Jaguar, but it's not gonna happen.
Hell, if I had it my way, Lane, and if I had all the money I wanted, I would go out and get, like, a representation of each kaiju.
For me, for Monster Arts, I'd like to get the 1964 Godzilla figure, and then Mothra.
I wouldn't mind getting the 1954 design.
And then I'm hoping, when me and Gar watch the 90s Mechagodzilla movie, I'm hoping the 90s Mechagodzilla really impresses me. Because, like, I like the 1974 one, but I think the 90s one's going to be really awesome. And if they bring Mechagodzilla into, like, this day and age, holy fuck. That'd be awesome.
That would certainly look like something.
Yeah, it'd be fucking dope.
Better happen in Pacific Rim Uprising.
Yeah.
You guys remember the incident in 1954? Well, we finally recreated it in Jaeger form.
Oh gosh.
Speaking of Godzilla, SH Monster Arts Monster Planet Godzilla official images and info have been revealed.
Yep, so we're already getting a figure of Godzilla that's not even out yet.
Yep. It'll be released in December for 9,936 yen.
I don't know exactly what to think about this design yet. Like, I do like it. He's very... he kind of actually... He looks more like... Looks like he's standing taller. Like, he actually kind of, like... He's still kind of, like... He's, like, posed like a dinosaur, but, like, you can kind of see he's trying to, like... He looks like...
He's trying to stand up straight.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Holy shit, look at those spikes on him.
Kind of look like...
Bet you those suckers are sharp.
Yeah, no, I feel like this figure would fucking prick you, and, like, take it out of the box. I like that you can pose him, like, roaring and shit, though. That's cool.
Yeah. No, I like the design.
Yeah, cause like I said like a couple episodes ago, he has like the body of the 2014 Godzilla, and then he kind of has like the 98 Godzilla's head, like a little bit.
And
has
like
some inspiration.
And like some of 98's claw feet.
So like that's what like the people who made this movie were just like they were like, you know what? Let's just take the 2 American Godzillas and just make a baby.
Make baby.
And fuck it, we'll put it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Because everyone watches everything on Netflix.
Yeah. Then
I gotta watch the Death Note series.
I thought that was a movie.
No, it's the series.
Fuck.
L's a black dude. It's awesome.
Lastly, for SH Figure Arts news, SH Figure Arts Juggless Juggler
God,
official images in retail.
And
release info.
every night I can just hear Gar in his room just going like, "Oh yeah, oh juggler." His jugglers in bed. But there was one thing about this figure that just made Gar super fucking happy.
If I can find the image, just gonna scroll down to the bottom. It comes with a different chest plate. because for those that are unaware, Juggler has a crescent moon scar on his chest. We don't know how he gets it, but in the Origin Saga, he doesn't have it.
No.
So the SH figure art actually comes with a replaceable chest plate so that it could without the scar.
And you know what's great? Like, you can even tell, like, looking at the orb figure that's beside him, Juggler's figure really hides, like, the joints.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you really tell that he has no joints on him, and it's awesome. Like, on Orb...
It's all the armoring.
Yeah. On Orb, it's so, like, just, it's there. But on the Juggler figure, it's so well hidden.
But then there's my favorite image in all these, like, stock photos. Just the debut, the debut of the monster form.
I would like that effect of just, like, his eyes glowing in the scar.
Yeah. But from the looks of it, it doesn't look like he comes with any cards.
No. But he comes with this Dark Orb ring.
Yeah, he comes with the Dark Orb ring, and,
his sword.
yeah, and his sword. Sadly, Juggler is a Tamashi Web exclusive, going for 7,020 yen.
Yeah, so you're looking at least like a $9,500 figure.
And will be released in January of 2018.
Yep. If I wanted to pose this figure in any pose, it would be when Thunderbreaster debuted and he beat Juggler's monster, and he's just like, ah!
So basically,
And he just gives up. He gives up because he's just so mad.
for those that are unaware of what Lane did, since this is a podcast, it's more or less like Juggler's just looking down at the ground.
And it's just, he tilts his head down. He's just like, fuck it. I'm done.
Like head tilt, all shrugged down.
And just, I don't care.
But it's like, oh, what news can beat, SH Figure Arts of Juggler? Godzilla vs. King Kong film that's coming out in 2020 will have a definitive winner, according to the director.
Godzilla!
Yeah, is there really even a question?
Like, I'm sorry. It's Atomic Breath versus,
A giant
I
monkey.
throw things at you.
Pretty much.
Like, I actually hope they take one aspect from the original King Kong versus Godzilla movie, where King Kong just tries to stuff a tree down Godzilla's throat. I want that.
No. You know what I want to see? I want to see behind the scenes of the two motion capture guys
Just going at it.
Yeah, just going at it.
No, and I want one thing from Godzilla. Throw a rock. Throw one rock. Even just a single rock.
I know it's a rock. Don't you know? Don't you think I know
not
a rock
ju-
when I
it's
see
not-
a rock? I'm completely surrounded by rocks.
It's not just a boulder. It's a rock.
It's
SpongeBob.
a SpongeBob reference. The pioneers used to ride these babies for miles.
And he rides the fucking rock.
For those that are unaware, in the 1962 film King Kong vs. Godzilla, neither of them actually won the fight. It was more like a draw. They fell off a cliff, and King Kong swam back to Skull Island, where Godzilla just swam away. Because giant lizard.
Yep.
But I'm still waiting for the question of why do they fight? That's the question.
Territory?
Why would Godzilla want to go to...
Maybe someone tries capturing King Kong again, brings him over, and then just, like, King Kong starts, like, wrecking shit. So then Godzilla is just like... Or, no. Well, actually, yeah. King Kong starts wrecking shit because he's just like, and then Godzilla comes out because we've both seen... They're both not bad guys. They're not, like, crazy monsters. They're intelligent.
Like, Godzilla killed Naruto because, hey, you're in my territory.
Let them fight.
Let them fight.
And then King Kong was just, hey, this is my home. Get the fuck out.
This is my home.
Oh shit,
All
you
this
guys.
pain and devastation, how it tortures me inside.
Oh shit, you guys.
Oh,
You
gosh.
guys summoned the monster that I was trying to prevent from rising above ground. I gotta kill it.
All the...
Grab the button and press it. Well, it'll summon Godzilla somehow.
Someone
Yes,
push
I
the
just
Godzilla
referenced-
button.
All the innocent who suffer with your stubbornness and pride.
Alright, I don't even know what you're quoting.
Prince of Egypt.
He's quoting Prince of Egypt.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in years.
And I'm making a joke about the old Hanna-Barbera Godzilla.
And Godzuki too.
Where they had a freaking button to summon Godzilla.
You know
No matter where they were, somehow it worked.
You know what? We're gonna watch that one day for Ultraranger.
What?
We're gonna watch the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla animated series.
Can we watch the 98 Godzilla animated series?
Maybe.
Where, you know, Godzilla's a pet and
You
he's
know
fucking
wh-
awesome?
You know what? In November, we'll just do... No, wait, we're already doing Godzilla November. Fuck.
Yeah, no! 1 week we'll talk about the first episode of Monster Plant. Then we'll talk about the Hanna-Barbera one. Then we'll talk about the 98 one.
And then we'll talk about Godzilla Island.
There you go.
Godzilla Island?
Literally, it's just Godzilla vinyls. And it's just dancing around.
Oh my god.
So is it kind of like those weird, goofy segments they had at the end of Ginga episodes where the vinyls are talking to each other?
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay then.
just that somebody needs to Photoshop like a hamburger right in front of Kong's face. Because he looks like he's about to just chow down on something.
I can't wait for us to watch 2014 Godzilla again.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
I like it.
I wish I got that 2-pack.
I know. I regret not getting it either.
I know. For those that are confused, at Walmart they had a 2-pack when Kong Skull Island came out of 2014 Godzilla and Kong Skull Island. It was only $24. Right as Lane and I actually got cash. It's like
Gone.
They no longer.
Like,
have
I went
it.
to the Walmart near my work and just no sign of it. And I was like, God damn it. Oh well.
Ain't
Looking
that
forward to
always
that
the
movie.
way?
Anyways, on to G.
Gene!
Alright, episode 7 Sacrifice.
This was a hell of an episode.
This was cool.
This was a very hilarious episode.
No, it was.
But like not as in like, oh, the jokes that they're making are funny. It's like, oh my goodness, everything that they're doing in this episode makes me want to just giggle.
No, and then
Giggling
got
with
this-
glee.
The villain had more of an important part to play, which was awesome. And the way he executed his entire plan was awesome.
Yeah.
And of course, the episode starts off with him playing a simple game of chess.
With Belial.
With himself.
No, with Belial.
Yeah, it's like a mind trick game. Oh my goodness. Did Ultraman just rip off atop the fourth wall?
Yes.
No, it totally did the thing from that one Pixar cartoon where the guy's playing chess with himself. You just don't see him moving between the chairs.
Oh my goodness, I love that Pixar short.
I don't know.
And then he had a heart attack or something.
No, he pretended to have a heart attack.
Yeah, and then he's like, everyone's like,
Wait a minute, he tricked himself by pretending to have a...
yeah, that's why the short confuses me. But yeah, so we find out that Kai, he took all of Ultraman Zero's like adventures.
Not all of them.
Okay,
just
not all
the
of them.
major
Just
important
the major.
ones.
Okay, the major important ones. Made them books, and made them look as if Belial was the hero and Zero was the villain.
Yeah. Basically, oh yeah, there are two things that I found out in this episode. Number one, Riku's manager does have a name.
He does.
His name is Kumaharo, and I think this is the first time they said it. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
He said.
Laito's wife.
Yeah.
I swore they didn't say it.
I think they
the
did in
previous
episode 3. Yeah.
I don't remember it.
I don't know. But no, like the manager was referring to himself in the third person. He's just like, "Oh yeah, me. I was in the contest."
Oh yeah, you didn't hear the name Kumaharo. It's like,
So yeah, like they all entered like a drawing contest, so they could like go to.
well, no, it
Like-
was just a contest, not an actual drawing.
But the sub said drawing contest.
No, as in like we're gonna draw a name.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, basically. Draw from a
yeah.
hat or whatever.
So Kai shows up, and then he's like, "Oh, you guys are fans of mine.
Yes, we're Fukidis.
Well, then I will."
I love how he has his own frickin' It sounds like it's a religion. That way, it's said like that, as opposed to like
some authors have cult followings, like Stephen King does, J.K. Rowling does.
It's like how with Doctor Who fans, they're called Whovians.
Oh my God, are you Stephen King? No, I'm Dean Koontz. Oh.
Well, I mean, it's like.
Drive the car over.
Well, like, the thing is like when you come up with like fan names, it's like mentioning like Whovians and whatnot. Like all of them like have silly, titles to go with them. But then you add something with "ist" at the end of it, and it sounds very culty. So.
Trekkies.
Nothing
will beat the Fanboys movie. Just yeah, you guys are a bunch of Trekkies. Okay, you prefer the word name Trekker? Yeah, Trekkie.
Oh, jeez.
The Fink.
And then there's the William Shatner skit. Y'all need to get a life, or whatever it was.
The Fink. That movie's written by Ernest Cline.
Wow. Wait, Fanboys?
Yeah.
Oh.
The guy who wrote Ready Player One is a screenwriter for Fanboys.
That's awesome.
Oh, love that guy.
Yep.
But anyways, yeah, as Lighto's just going through like a bunch of books from Kai, and he finds one called Cosmo Chronicle 1, Shine Darkness. Because Lane, you doing something?
No. Sorry, go on.
In which because Lighto turns the book around, reads the summary. He's like, "Fiery pirates and knights of mirrors." Zero's like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, no, I heard that and I was like, "Oh, fuck off!" I'm like, "That's Glenfire and Mirror Knight." So like, Jesus Christ! And then that's why I was like, "Are all of his books based off Zero's adventures?" I
don't think all of them are.
Well, no, I'm just saying in general.
Because Belial isn't there in like all of them.
So then Kai himself was a witness?
Well, no, I mean like, think of it. Belial has memories of the second movie and possibly in the first movie. He doesn't have memories of Zero versus Dark Club, Zero, the Beatstar movies, nor Saga.
Yeah.
He doesn't have memories of those.
Okay. But yeah, and then so they all go to the event or whatever like that, and Zero's just like super suspicious. Kai like sees Pega and looks over and he's like, "Oh, I see you," and Pega's like, "Oh no, shit, I'm out of here."
Yeah, that was an interesting little moment.
Why?
So then like they all sit down in like this room, and Kai just goes up to them and he's like, "Well, everyone, I'm glad to know you all enjoy my books, but now I'm thinking about I'm making a new book. I need a new character. I need someone though who could be like an example, and I'll model the character after that person.
I need a new shining knight because Zora is dead." Wait, if Zora is meant to be me, I'm dead?
Yeah, I know. I love how like both Zero and Leto just like John was like, "What?"
Or it's like, "Try again in 20,000 years." Did that guy just fucking say my catchphrase?
Yeah. And then, so, like, he points out Lighto, brings him up, and then, like, Lighto, or Zero's just like, I'll take over, like, I'll handle this. And so he, like, walks up, and then just, he's like, "Oh, well, let me, like, get a closer look at you, and, like, smell you and stuff,
Yeah,
so I can get work on your personality."
This is how I make my characters. I judge them by the firm of the handshake, I lean in, I smell them. Okay.
And then
You're fucking crazy.
Kai does this amazing, smart-ass thing where
he leans in.
No. He does his little talk and threat to Zero, but makes it look like he's just acting out, like, a scene that he's gonna have for his book.
But it's also like, spoilers. Kai knows that Zero is in possess of Lighto.
Yeah, that whole sequence was just some really solid acting from both actors. I was just like, damn.
And even Kai's like, "Impressive acting."
Yeah, wow! Even your voice is different. That's incredible. So, and then like Zero's just, and then like he actually pulls out his G riser and then just fucking.
Yeah, this. It's like, oh, this is a new product. This is gonna be a new thing in the book.
And then summons Galactron.
Yeah, Galactron.
Yep.
Remember from Ultraman Orb?
Yeah, it was that kaiju that was like, oh, I need to, stop war and destruction all over Earth by killing everyone.
Yeah.
Also, wasn't that the thing that had like the one chick inside of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was necessary.
I called that when we watched it the first time, like, and he's gonna speak with like Naomi's voice.
Yep.
And that's
yeah, that was a good episode.
You know how you go?
So it was cool seeing Galactron again, and then I was like thinking about Mecha Gomora, and I was just like, I would love to just see a fusion rise between Galactron and Mecha Gomora, because that'd be awesome.
Sorry for the noises. We're just playing with our Ultra capsules. Okay.
You're like, all right, lady, you shook it.
All right. That yeah.
Sorry. So then like
Kai has them in like rock in a hard place.
yeah.
Because like number one, the lecture's being recorded. Number two, if you kill me, we have visual proof that you just killed a famous author.
Yeah. So then Riku's like, okay, fuck it, I'll go handle this. Runs out, jumps out a window, and apparently this room is on the second floor.
Yeah.
I didn't. I thought it was just on the main floor.
That's why when it's like, oh, everybody go into the lecture room. Like, everybody was up on the second floor.
Oh, okay. I never noticed that.
But yeah, Riku pulls a Hitler from Danger 5.
Yep.
Just jumps out the window.
Even if there's not a window around, Hitler just makes a window appear for him to jump out of to escape.
Oh, I need to continue Danger 5.
And then I just made like a joke where like all the people are like running because they're like, oh shit, there's like the author's a crazy man, he's gonna kill us all. They're running towards the doors, they just go outside. Oh shit, there's a giant monster, he's gonna kill us all. No, we're safe. And then so Jean's fighting him, and then he pulls out the Jade Claw, and I just actually didn't like that because I'm like, Primitive's supposed to be like Gene Primitive is just supposed to be like the physical form, he fights with his bare hands and stuff like that. I don't think he needs to use a weapon, and so it's like weird.
It's just kind of weird to see see an Ultra using weapons in general, to be honest.
Not for me, because like I've seen Orb use the Orb Caliber, so like he used a giant weapon. Mebius uses a weapon. Zero uses a weapon. And like Ultra 7 was the first one to technically use a weapon, so.
Well, with Zero's, he's throwing the things off his head, so
yeah, but he can also combine them into a Batleth, so.
Well, yeah, I know that, but in all the stuff I've seen of Zero, he barely ever hangs on to the thing when it's like that.
But
shit, it's gone.
But when Jeed used the this corkscrew attack with the claw, that was cool.
Corkscrew jamming.
Yeah, corkscrew jamming. Like, jeez. Could you get any more sexual innuendo?
Jam a cork into your screw. Oh wait, turn it the other way.
Corkscrew jamming, my dick. But yeah, it was just kind of weird seeing him use the G-Claw in his base form. I didn't like it. I don't mind Acro Smasher using it. And then Solid Burning doesn't need to use any weapons. He is a weapon.
Well, he's also got like, what, 3 of them on his head or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, how many of those can he deploy?
As many as he wants.
The suit and I are one.
Yeah.
Iron Man 2, everybody.
So then Zero's like, okay, I'm going to transform.
No, Kai's like, oh, I'll stop the attack if you take a hit.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to fire Galactron's heat ray at you, and you're going to die. And then everyone will be safe.
You're going to sweep the leg.
Like, I love he's trying so hard to just get Zero out of the picture.
Well, yeah, because, like, Zero just showed up and ruined the plan. So we gotta get rid of him so that we can continue.
Even though, technically speaking, Zero's barely done anything since he's gotten on Earth so far. He's literally just been there.
Yeah, but even though he is there, he's still a threat.
And it's super ironic.
I mean, that is true, yes.
It's super ironic and hilarious.
Ironic?
Ironic and hilarious that, like, Zero's teaming up with the son of his mortal enemy.
Well, yeah, of course.
Nah, that seems typical.
And, like, weren't you saying that, like, someone said, like, you're saying that, like, Primitive is, like, Jeed's actual form?
No.
Well, no, that's what someone said?
Yeah.
Like, no. Because, like, it's the same thing with Orb. Like, Spacion Superion isn't his actual form. That's just he's borrowing powers of two Ultramen to use a form that's not as broken and busted as his original form. So Jeed has an original form. We just haven't seen it yet, and I hope we do. And I hope it looks fucking sinister as hell, because that'd be awesome.
I don't think it's gonna be sinister.
Well, it's going to be somewhat sinister because it has to be. He has to be based off of Belial.
Well, I think it's gonna be like Ultraman Belial evil form.
I hope not. Maybe. Oh, I hope it doesn't look like, because I love G Primitive. Like, I love how he actually does look like a bit like his dad. So it's fucking awesome.
And so the episode ends with
Zero taking a giant hit.
Yeah, Zero, quote unquote, dies.
Yeah, and then
Come
fucking
on, guys,
the preview. They clearly say, "Oh man, Zero's gonna come back. I know it." Then they immediately show Zero in his new form, and I'm just like, wow.
And
like,
this is why if you don't want to be
the surprise that Zero's coming back.
And that's why if you want to be surprised, don't ever watch the previews or read the magazines.
Yeah, that's how Cell was with Zoojer. He never watched the previews because he just wanted to be surprised for what happened next.
In which that's what I might start doing with Kamen Rider Build. Not look at magazine scans and just.
Oh, it's gonna be impossible because they're fucking everywhere.
And thus, we will never see you again on Extra Extra.
Pretty much. Or at least every 3 weeks. You won't see me.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be spoiled anymore.
So then, I don't mind. It's just a typical thing.
I want to make it exciting, fun. No.
So then we got the Ultra Capsule Navi, and
it's Ultraman Orb Spacium Superion.
Even though he wasn't in this episode, his monster was.
No.
Yeah, that was kind of an interesting choice of an Ultra.
Lane, I would show you why, but I don't have it on me right now. But the reason why it was chosen was because, hey, it's one of the DX sets.
Yeah, like the toy.
Yeah, it's in like the first Ultra Capsule DX set.
Yeah, Dave has that, so.
Yeah, so it's like, oh yeah, this is Ultra Capsule. Boom. But I never knew Orb was 50 meters tall and 50,000 tons.
Yep. And he also fights with the powers of Ultraman and Tiga.
Gee, how original. X did it first.
And then we also get to see Galactron and...
No, the Civil Judgmentor Galactron.
Sorry.
I still find it funny that Ultramen apparently have weights, considering they're supposed to be giants of light. You'd think they wouldn't weigh anything.
Well, that's just a title for them.
But that's the other thing that you need to actually question. It's like Ultraman weigh a good couple thousand tons. Then you have Ultraman Cosmos doing backflips and shit. Doing
very limber
and all that. It's like, wow.
Well, maybe maybe the gravity on the land of light or something is really, really strong, so that when they go to Earth, it's just nothing.
Well, that and they fly everywhere.
Yeah. So whatever.
Ultraman physics.
One day we'll figure it out.
I'm just picturing Hikari because he's a scientist, just him wearing glasses and a lab coat.
That sounds like an amazing fan art. If that doesn't exist already.
That'd be cool. Someone draw up Ultraman Hikari fan art of him in a lab coat, dressed up as a scientist.
Oh,
That'd be awesome.
Please do that.
Just him working on Ultra Capsules and scratching his head, just being like, oh, what do I make for this Ultra Capsule? What do I make next?
You know what?
I love how they're still making things out of Belial, considering he's their evil nemesis.
Hang on, I got an idea for what the thumbnail will be for this week's episode.
Hey, Hikari.
No.
Ultraman! Belial! Best match!
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that'd be great.
Build is going to be something.
Build's
Yeah.
gonna be better than next.
I know.
Alright, hang on.
Well, we'll see.
Today we are talking about the third and final Ultraman Zero film, Ultraman Saga.
That's cool that you could do that with the orb ring.
Oh yeah, that is the coolest thing with the DX Orb Ring. Where it's like, hey, if you take the Dyna, Cosmos, and Zero cards, it will say Ultraman Saga. Like how you take Cosmos and Legend, or Cosmos and Justice, it'll say Ultraman Legend. Genga and Victory, it'll make Genga Victory.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow, this thing's... You gotta give credit to the Ultraman, like, toys. Like, there's so much you can do with them. Like, they put so much, like, shit into these toys. Where, like, I remember, like, Shuki was reviewing the Ultraman Orb Ring, and he's like, yeah, there's so many combinations that even I can't fucking do them all, because it's like, there's so many.
What I'm writing down.
Yep.
But okay, I would do a DX Orb Ring review if I had the one card that I need.
Nexus.
The Nexus card.
Rather than that, you have every other one?
Yeah, I can do every other fusion except for one.
Uh,
That's Ultraman Nexus.
huh. What's it make?
I can't remember the name of it right now.
Okay.
But yeah, Ultraman Saga, is it good?
It's
I liked it.
something.
Like I said, this movie sucked Ultraman Dyna's dick.
Well, yeah.
Like super hard. And like
This was more of an Ultraman Dyna thing because it's when the movie came out, it was Ultraman Dyna's 15th anniversary.
and they like in the movie they're like in his universe, they're like his whole team are like, it's been 15 years since Ultraman Asuka sacrificed himself so he could save all of mankind, and I'm like, whoa, that's cool. Like, continuity.
Yeah, man.
Done. Well done, Ultraman.
Continuity in Ultraman? That's actually hard to come by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, considering how many universes exist in their world, apparently.
But yeah, so like Dyna's just like the super huge fucking hero, like in his world, and then like
Well, of
in
course
like
he's
this other
freaking
planet where he
huge
saved these other like people, like he's a hero to them too, and he's a hero to the children, and like he does so much. He's he can fight, he can sing, he can cook, clean. He's probably a good lover. He can is there nothing Ultraman Dyna can't do?
There is one thing he can't do, Lane.
What?
Get subbed.
Oh.
One
no,
day.
I'm serious. I want to watch Ultraman Dyna. Like this Ultraman is fascinating, and like seeing him in Zero movie was fucking cool. He showed up in Origin Saga and was like the hardcore mentor senpai in the orb, and he's just like, yeah, you can do it, buddy. You just gotta like believe in yourself. And he just kicked so much ass. So I'm like, I want to watch this series. Like, oh my god.
I also love how this movie cemented the fact that apparently Dyna and Cosmos are just really good buddies, considering, oh hey look, there's Cosmos answering Dyna's call again.
Yeah, they're always paired together. So.
This was the first time they actually were paired up.
Yeah, and then just they're like for Origin Saga, fuck it, why not?
Well, okay. It's Dyna's 15th anniversary and it's Cosmos' 10th anniversary in this movie. So in the Origin Saga, when it's Dyna's 20th anniversary, it's Cosmos' 15th anniversary.
Jesus.
So that's why they always have them teamed up.
Subaraya is so, anal about just, no, if there's an anniversary for, a Heisei Ultraman, we will cameo them in whatever it is.
The
At
show
least
has
they're
got
better
their
at,
fun. It was called Ultraman Mabius.
At least they're better at doing anniversaries than other companies we can name.
Super
Toei.
Sentai.
Yep.
Toei / Saban.
I know, we said, Gar was saying it the best. You can't get out of Ultraman.
Ultraman
unless
is
you're...
like the mafia.
Yeah.
No, you're like the Pope when you're in Ultraman. You are not out of it unless you die.
No, I kind of like the Mafia idea better,
Yeah,
especially considering you have the top 7 wearing those frickin' capes, and oh yeah, we saw them all in human form.
They're in,
which was
if
interesting.
you're the Pope, you can choose to resign.
True.
You can.
But in the Mafia, it's like, no, you're there till you're dead.
But yeah, so we see Ultraman Ace, Ultraman Jack, Ultra 7, and Ultraman Fuck, Leo?
Yes.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Got it.
Yeah,
Got
I
it.
got it. I remembered. And, like, you see them all in their human forms. And, like, I just made a joke where it was just like, why do we make ourselves look like older versions of our human hosts?
Yeah, that was kind of weird. It's like they're in the land of light. They're just talking. Why are they projecting their old human selves? Like that was weird.
No, but it's weird because they could technically make themselves look like they're like original hosts at the age they were from their respective shows, but they can't because the actors who who portrayed those characters, they're older, so they have to make themselves look older.
Then I think Super Art Productions has really good union dues because none of them have actually died yet.
I know. No
That is
Ultraman
impressive.
actors died yet.
Well, the voice of the original Ultraman and like some of the originals have passed away.
Yeah.
Because it was just one guy.
Yeah.
And then the voice of Mother of Ultra has passed away.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Besides from that, no, everybody's still alive.
Man, everyone's still alive and kicking. Ultraman's good for, keeping people alive. Kamen Rider, no. People are dead left and right. Sentai, dead left and right. Villain heroes, I'm not even going to get into Shider. My God.
Yeah, it's not like
Wasn't that Super Eye's son?
grandson.
Oh.
That was his. They probably looked at his resume being like, that's Super right. Yeah.
Shit.
Are you related to Eiji Super?
Yeah.
Oh my grandfather? Yeah, he was a nice man. I wish I got to meet him more. You're hired. Don't piss us off.
Don't die.
You're hired? Question mark.
It's like you're hired. It's like,
Shit, we're doing a Shider reboot. We don't have the original actor. Who do we get? His sidekick. Sidekick's still alive. All right, we'll use her.
yeah.
Fuck it. Shut it. No, that was Kavan's sidekick.
But no, Ultraman Saga though, just
It was a mixed bag.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
they focus more on Dyna than Zero.
No, and that's what I'm like saying. Like Dyna was fan-fucking-tastic in this movie. I loved him.
It's also just kind of weird because the thing's called Ultraman Saga, and yet you don't see the air quote saga until at the end. It's like,
where they all fuse together.
yeah, which I have to comment on that. Are basically Ultramen just like frickin' Saiyans or something? Because they seem to be able to do this a lot.
Well,
It's like,
technically
let's
this-
shove ourselves together, and then we have like two Ultramen that literally that's all that they do is shove other Ultramen together.
Let's see here. There's the very first fusion Ultraman was Ultraman Legend, which was Cosmos and Justice, and then there was an Ultraman Mabius where Ultraman Zafi, Seven Jack Ace, and Taro fused with Mabius to create a new Mabius form. And then Mabius had another technically fusion form when he fused with Hikari. Then there's Saga, Ultraman Saga.
Ooh, Justice looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Huh, dope.
And then X. Well, it depends on what you mean. Like fusion, as in like they fuse together to create a new identity, or fuse together to make a new power.
Just fuse together in general. It just seems like fusion and Ultramen go together a lot. It's like
Well,
you have all the ones you just listed, and then you have obviously Orb and G fusing.
Okay, then it's been more
stuff.
recent.
Well,
More
it's-
recent years.
Orb definitely made it more marketable, fusion wise.
And it's cool. Like, I like it.
I like it too. I just wish the next series after Geed, we stopped doing fusions.
And you know, honestly, it helps with, like, giving, like, history lessons, because then you're like, oh, because, like, Orb helped me learn about new Ultraman that I never knew about.
Then, really think of it. It's a decent way on how to market toys. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's like with Build. What's the best combination?
Yep.
It's like, what's the best fusion I could do with all these cards I have?
Mm-hmm. So, like, we got Zero. He's, like, in the middle of, like, fighting some, like, leftover, like, dudes from Beatstar's army, I guess.
Yeah, because there is one problem with this movie. There is no Glenfire, Mirror Knight, John Bot, or Jean 9.
No.
Yeah, where the hell did all those guys go to? They just fucked off apparently.
Defending their own universe.
I don't know. They're off having a stag party with Zero.
Yeah, they're hanging out with Ultraman Stag.
They're hanging out with Ultimate Stag. There we go.
Yep. So, like, he hears a voice calling to him, asking for his help, and he's like, yeah, kind of busy right now. no, Zero, I need your help. Who the fuck are you?
We never actually got an explanation.
Yeah.
Who, like, is it Dyna? Is it Cosmos?
I thought that's who that was.
I think it was Cosmos.
I want to say it's Dyna.
No,
Yeah, you know what? It
I
was
think
Dyna.
it was Dyna.
Yeah, I think it was Asuka.
I want to say
Yeah,
it's
because
Dyna.
he showed in the freaking Origin Saga that he could do that when he was talking to Cosmos.
Oh yeah.
So I'm guessing Dyna's power set just somehow has telepathy involved.
Cool. See, I told you, there's nothing Dyna can't do. He does everything. He's fucking badass.
Dyna's debut scene in this movie, though, just mwah.
Oh, so good. And you like, I liked even like because it was a set he was on, where you could see like his reflection like in the windows of a building behind him, and it was just like.
Well, like the first shot is like there's the monster, and then you just hear more stomping, and then all you see is his feet, and then it cuts to the thing with the reflection in the building.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, so we get introduced to like our main heroines of the movie. The
AKB
team,
48.
yeah, the Team U played by some AKB 48 members. So there is
The 2012 team.
So there is Anna, Misato, Sawa, Nonko, Lisa, and Mayomi, and Hina. So
Just because
I'm
this
not
is
gonna
a dumb-
remember which ones are which.
Yeah. And that's what I was just about to bring up. Even though they all have names and character traits, it's not really worth it because it's not a show
I think-
where we get everybody's like, okay, if this was a show, I wouldn't mind. But since it's a movie, we don't have time.
So I think Nonko was the one with the glasses. She was the cutest one for me. I like her. She was cute.
I was literally about to ask, who's your favorite girl? Mine was
Yeah.
Anna.
Yeah, mine was the glasses one.
Oh, my
so.
favorite was Taiga.
Oh yeah, so we get
He
introduced to
was
our...
such a whiny little bitch, wasn't he?
So we get... Oh, no, okay.
Nice.
No. So yeah, we get introduced to our other, our actual main protagonist, Nozomu Taiga. So he's played by, like, famous singer Daigo.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, no, but... Yes, he was a whiny bitch,
No, I'm
but...
sorry. I'm sorry.
So, well, no, like, Taiga's not, like... He's a whiny bitch for a reason, so, like...
He has Pacific Rim backstory.
Yeah, no.
He
Okay,
kinda
so
does.
so the origin behind him is that like he's like the new member of like whatever Asuka's team was. Like we don't know because like I kept asking Gar, like I look over, he's like, oh, well, what's the name of their team? He's like, I don't know, Lane. I've never watched Dyna because it's not subbed. I don't know what the
I
hell's
thought it was
going
like
on.
Super Guts or something. I thought with
No,
Dyna
Guts-
because it
Guts
was
is from
a
Tiga.
sequel to.
No,
Oh,
not
is
sequel-
it?
It's not a sequel to Tiga. At least
I
don't
thought
think
it was
so.
supposed to be.
I think...
That's what I remember
Dyna
reading. I
teamed up. I don't know if it's...
thought it was
Oh,
kind of a
really?
sequel because
Oh, that's badass.
And then when Gaia came out, Gaia, Tiga, and Dyna teamed up.
Oh, that's badass.
I don't know. I remember reading that Dyna was supposedly a sequel to Tiga. Like the group that I worked with was called like Super Guts or something.
Supakatsu.
I'm gonna go look it up on Wiki. So give me a minute.
Anyways, yeah, so he, like, goes on a mission or whatever like that, and then he gets sucked into another dimension, and he ends up, like, I guess in Cosmos' world, I'm gonna say?
I
Or,
wanna say-
well, no, you know what? It's not, because none of the Team U girls knew what an Ultraman was, because they saw Dyna and they're like, what the fuck's that?
Yeah, I think Dyna was there.
Yeah,
I
so,
think
so they're on a world, they're in a universe that Ultraman is not a thing.
It has been confirmed that there are some universes just with no Ultraman.
Yeah, it's like in Gundam 00, where just, like, Gundams were never a thing, and when they first showed up, everyone was like, what the fuck's a Gundam?
Anyway, so according to Wikipedia, it does list Dyna as a direct sequel to the previous Ultraman series Tiga. Took
Oh!
place 7 years after the final episode of Tiga, where TCP has advanced beyond Earth and has created a new team, Super Guts, which is what Asuka joins.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so Ultraman Tiga is the spiritual predecessor of Dyna. So yeah, they're Super Guts.
Tiga's fully subbed because everybody loves Tiga. Why isn't Dyna subbed? Just saying.
The Super Guts Squad, cool.
Super Guts.
Yeah, so he gets sucked into the universe, and then like Zero, he like Taiga saves like a little boy who we find out his name is Takaru. So
Thank you,
Takaru. Yeah. So he saves him, and then like he almost dies whenever the ship explodes.
He does die.
Oh, okay. But then Zero helps him because he's impressed that he saved the boy, and so he's like, "Oh, we're one now, so you can become Ultraman." And he's like,
Go away.
"Get the fuck out!"
That's
I'm serious.
right. Go away. Wait, what?
Yeah, that was funny. It's like blah 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 blah. Yeah, shut up, get out of here. Wait, what?
He's like, yeah, shut up, get it. What?
And like, there's even a point where like he takes out like the Zero Eye, and he's just like shows back, and he's like, no,
It's like,
I said no. And so we find out the reason why is because when like his family died like in a monster attack, I guess, and like he was all alone, all scared. And he was calling out for help, calling out for Ultraman, and Ultraman never came. So he decided, I don't want to depend on Ultraman. So he's being a stubborn little shit about it, but like his reasons are pretty valid. So like, but eventually in the movie, he gets Zero convinces him, and he decides to man the fuck up and just go, no, okay, I need to help. But we do get a funny scene where he's like, Zero tricks him into transforming, and then he only goes like, I think like 2/10 his normal size.
yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
But
It's
even
just
though Zero was tiny, he still kicked a bunch of ass because it's fucking Zero.
Yeah.
When he was getting his ass into, you were like, what the fuck are we even watching?
Yeah, like at some point I'm just like, what is this? Like,
it was
Like-
so
like-
goofy.
Man, for Zero's first mission on planet Earth, you'd think it would be a lot cooler.
yeah. And then like we
he
get
stuck
we
himself with the
see,
wrong person.
Like, Dyna fights Astron, and we get to see them fight Astron, and he defeats them. Like pretty brutal too. Like he like tosses him into the air, uses his fucking attack, and just blows him up in the sky. And I'm like, holy shit. And then yeah, we get this narwhal like kaiju.
Oh yeah, that thing that was an orb. I remember that one from that episode.
What? Oh, he was an orb?
Yeah, he was an orc.
Yeah, the narwhal.
Goobla.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
I remember seeing that thing, and I remember seeing that thing in Orb. It's like, that's a very interesting monster design. I feel bad for the suit actor though.
And then what was the? Oh yeah, it was
Gomez.
Gomez, the other Godzilla
The
ripoff.
very first kaiju to ever appear in the Ultra franchise.
Yeah, and he was a Godzilla ripoff.
Well, not a ripoff. He actually was made from Godzilla, like I think the 1965 suit.
Okay,
Or
yeah,
the
you know what?
1964 suit.
Yeah, you know what it was because I could tell. Also, that's what Jiros was based off of too.
No, Jiros is based off of the 1965.
Oh,
design
okay.
Of Godzilla.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, like in the '60s, I never noticed that Godzilla's design kept changing. Like every movie, I never noticed that. That's
You
weird.
see tiny changes, but not a whole lot.
No, I still got the derpy eyes though. I'll never stop doing that for the rest of my life.
Oh, you left it.
Yeah, that would just be my death just thing, just. Like I'll call like
Assuming you can
Gar and
even
I will
still
go our separate
get-
ways years from now, and just one day I'll just be like, call up Gar. Just Gar answers, hello.
Yellow.
Lane, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
What's the matter, Gar? See where I got you pushing too many pencils? Fucking love Predator.
Is that from Predator? I thought it was from Rocky.
No, it's from Predator. Yeah, he goes up to fucking Dylan. Dylan, you son of a bitch.
I didn't know. I thought it was from Rocky.
Yeah, and it's like, what's the matter? CIA making you push too many
Oh, I'm
pencils?
thinking of fucking wrong movie franchise.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's Rocky movies. I'm like, what? We were just quoting Predator just now. I have all the Predator movies on Blu-ray.
Oh my goodness, I have...
Oh,
He's
God.
confusing Schwarzenegger with Stallone.
Yeah. Shit.
Even though I like Stallone more personally.
What the hell is his problem? He wants to be president. Still, Schwarzenegger just turns around.
You sold us out! This is bullshit! All of it!
Crazy motherfucker.
No, you're one ugly motherfucker.
Oh.
Kill me, come on! I'm right here! Kill me! Come on, do it now! I love that movie. Anyways, so we find out, like, eventually during some point in the movie, like, we're just gonna go fucking all over the place, I don't give a shit. So,
Yeah.
we find out, like, Team U's a fake, and then they're like, yeah, we're fake, we just pretend to be the Earth Defense Force so we could be cool and try to make a difference, but, like, it doesn't fucking matter. Oh, yeah, also, by the way, everyone, like, everyone on Earth was all fucking, like, taken captive.
How are they still around, and how are some of the kids still around? There's a simple explanation for this.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's never really explained on.
They were lucky.
By how? Like being in the washroom, sleeping. I want to say sleeping.
Yeah, like there eventually like there's a part where well yeah, like the whole plot of this is we get introduced to Beton, who's like he was apparently what Gar told me was the guy that Beatstar was like running from.
Yeah.
Because
in the Zero Gaiden special last week, we see Beton's eyes.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
loved
true.
Beton's design. He's fucking awesome looking.
And apparently he's from like Ultraman Jack or something.
Okay, that's cool. I honestly, you think it'd be lazy for them to recycle like old Ultraman villains, but no, it's they make it work.
Because really think of it, it's not just a single character; it's just one member of that species.
Yeah.
Like a good example
Yeah.
is the true villain, Zeton.
Yup.
Beton creates a new Zeton.
And we see him like in kind of like a bug-like form, and it's really cool.
And it evolves
Yeah.
into one of the coolest kaijus I have ever seen.
Yeah.
Hyper Zeton.
Yeah. No, and like I was disappointed with like the first form. Like I think it was like they call it like the fetus Zeton.
Neotis?
Yeah, Neotis fetus or something like that. So I was disappointed because he wasn't doing like his iconic sound he does, and then he went Hyper Zeton, and then you hear like the sound that Zeton's known for, and I was like, yes, yeah.
Oh,
And-
then you're probably
Yeah,
gonna
that
love
was really cool.
You're probably gonna love episode 3 of Kaiju Club
Oh yeah,
because it's
all about Zeton.
yeah, they talk about the final episode of Ultraman. So you know how the main character always has a kaiju with him? It's Zeton.
That's fucking cool. Yeah, no, watch Kaiju Club. It's really cool.
Oh my goodness, I was
Like Gar's like favorite Toku of this year.
Toku. Yeah, it's basically my favorite tokusatsu.
Because
this
it's
year.
you! It's about you!
Well, no, not even that. It's like, because this is why Toku shows still happen. The fans. We want more shows about the fans.
And I bet even Japan's, like, in Toei and Super Eye, like, they're surprised that, like,
North
it has,
America.
like, North America, like, there's fans in North America who, like, love this shit. And they're just like, wow.
It's like, oh, they really like our stuff. Yeah. Let's copyright all their videos of us. All right.
Oh, yeah. Like, they want us to protect their rights. But yeah, so, like, they try to revive Zeton, but then, like, Takaru, like, the little boy, keeps trying to, like, run away or whatever like that, and to find Dyna's light, because, like, we see that, we find out that Dyna's, like, sacrificed himself and turned to stone, which, that was a cool little nod to Tiga, because in Tiga, like, the ancient Ultraman warriors turned to stone to, like, save the world.
Saving the world is our thing, but GoBots, we come to save today.
No. And, yeah, so then Cosmos does show up at some point, and, like, he tries to, like, tame the monster, and he does, and even, like, Tiger gives him shit for it. He's like, you didn't defeat it? But you're an Ultraman, isn't that what you do? And he's like, well, what will you do if it comes back? I'll calm it down again.
Such a
Ultraman
hippie.
Cosmos.
Oh, he is.
It's like, you know, while I have your attention, I want to go smoke a big bag of weed.
Yeah, like, there's one point where he's trying to use, like, his little calm down, like, magic on, Zeton. He's just like, here, have some of my strongest shit. It'll fucking mellow you out, man. Now
That's secretly all he's doing, just blowing weed on everybody.
Now I just want to see Ultraman Cosmos just voiced, dubbed over by Jeff Bridges, just so he could be the dude from fucking Big Lebowski, and just have him with a bathrobe and just be like, well, that's like your schwa, man.
That's the title of the episode. That's your schwa, man.
That's your schwa. No, it has to be, that's just like your schwa, man. Fucking the rug put the room together. Brought the room together. I love that movie. You have to watch that movie twice to fully understand it. It's like Cloud Atlas. You also have to watch that movie twice to fucking fully understand everything.
Wow. Oh, the movie Jerry was in.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, so I have no idea.
It's where Tom Hanks did the most proudest thing he was ever proud of, pushing a movie critic out a window. Like, there's a clip of him talking about it, and he's dying. Like, he's like, that was the most greatest thing I've ever done making a film. Pushing a movie critic out the window.
Because why not?
Yeah. But no, Cosmos was also fucking cool in this movie, and like I love his little transformation sequence because like he just like points out his thing, and he just goes Cosmos.
Well, again, his voice is a lot, more high pitched because he's like Cosmos.
Cosmos.
I also love how his little doohickey pops open like a flower.
Oh, funny story.
Fit on his
Oh my
hippie.
goodness,
So,
he is a hippie.
I was like, I'm super obsessed with like that one point in Origin Saga where like Gaia like transforms. He just goes like Gaia. So today at work, I went into my walk-in freezer where it's like closed off from everywhere else in the store, and I just fucking decided to just belt it out, and I just pretended to do the thing. So I just went Gaia. Just in my fucking freezer, and I just felt so happy with myself.
No. You take the Rocky montage from Rocky 4 where he's training out in the mountains, where he goes up to the top of the mountain. Gaia!
Gaia! I want that clip forever. No, so Gar and I made a pact that if they ever make like replicas of Gaia and Agul's like transformation devices, we will both buy them, and then just I'll go Gaia, and Gar will go Agulu.
That would be interesting to see them do Agulu. It's just the way his flips around when he's using it.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Like he never touches the thing. He just puts his hand up and starts flipping.
So we find out an interesting thing about Cosmos. He has a wife and kid.
Yeah, that
like,
was
at the end of the
pretty
movie, we see him back on like his planet where like kaijus and humans all live together in peace, and I'm like, you see them like kaijus like
it's on Earth. It's
okay, it's like another planet. Okay, well like alien species there and kaijus live together in peace, and then you see them like kaijus like frolicking around like in like a water and stuff, and I'm just like, oh, and then you just see Cosmos like with his wife and his kid, and I'm like, he has a family?
It's like, dude, why is Cosmos such a hippie? And then I actually thought about it. 2002.
I feel like Cosmos would just be a fun guy to hang out with.
Like 2002 was like a shitty year for like Earth altogether.
Like I just
like we were going to war and all that.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they made Cosmos like a hippie.
Well, it's like what they did with Forza. Like originally, Forza was going to be like a dark series, and then the earthquake happened and tsunami happened. They're just like, yeah, no, we're gonna make a friendly series.
Yeah, where
I can't imagine what Forza would be like as a dark series. I mean, I kind of want to see that just for the hell of it, but I can't imagine it.
10-year anniversary of Forza. We're gonna revamp dark series written by Gen Urobuchi.
10 years later, they would have rebuilt the belt, considering he threw it in lava.
10 years later, every character's just fucking one another.
There you go. Oh, God.
They'd be old enough, they could.
Make it friends. The switch on!
You're not allowed to say that because you hate Friends, so you're not allowed to talk.
You know what, Lane? I will actually give Friends a chance.
Do it. It's a good show. It's so funny. I got into it after 2 episodes. Anyways.
There's one scene that I kind of didn't like in the movie, in which when Zero and Cosmos arrive at the Neos Zeton, when they're like running in both directions, you can clearly see like everything behind them is bigger than them.
Yeah.
So it kind of takes it out of character, or it's like these guys are meant to be like giants.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're shrunk.
Yeah, that is one problem with Ultraman, is like, if you're not in the right set, their scaling just kind of gets all funky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Team U has like fucking like these kind of like robot flying
U-loaders.
machines. Yeah, and like they're these like kind of like mechs that turn to flying ships, and they try to use them, and like they can't really because like they're shit, and they're broken down.
Shockingly enough, they are mechanics.
Yeah.
Most of them are mechanics. One's a nurse, and I don't remember what the other one was.
Yeah, like office worker.
Yeah, that's what it was. An office worker.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we're just a bunch of mechanics, office workers, and a nurse.
Yeah. It's like they reawakened Dyna.
And like we get a flashback to them about like being like, oh, what the fuck did we do? And then like the leader comes in, and she's like, oh, we gotta help these people. And then they get a knock on their door, and it's just a bunch of kids, and they're like, oh shit.
You guys see Earth Defense Force? Come in, kids. Have a snack. You want a snack?
Yeah, and like they all have dinner together and stuff, and like they're like Zero's like, hey, eat your carrots, and Tiger's just like takes like a spoonful of carrots, and he's like, I love carrots.
It's delicious. I don't want a Fago. I want my goddamn Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Freaking love Francis.
I don't know Francis.
I'm so sad what Boogie said the other day, though.
Oh, well, it's not. He's dead. He's just on hiatus right now.
Well, no, it's just he just kind of just doesn't want to do Francis anymore.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyways, then
Hyper Zeton happens, wipes the floor with fucking all three of them. Because they reawaken Dyna, and then Dyna reawakens Cosmos because Cosmos got his ass handed to him.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, that was weird. It's like they show Dyna charging Cosmos, but then like Cosmos's light was already out, and I was like, shouldn't he have already like disappeared? Why is he still there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And like, yeah, so
I
fucking
never seen Cosmos.
Dyna comes to save the day when he gets revived, and I'm like, of course, like Dyna's the true hero of this fucking movie.
Dyna, such a badass. He gets his own insert song when he comes back.
Does. Oh, he's so cool.
Also,
This movie should have just been called Ultraman Dyna featuring his bitches.
Yep.
Ultraman Dyna in Ultraman Saga.
So then they're like, fuck, what do we do? Alright, we fuse. And then they fuse into Ultraman Saga, and my god, it's such a beautiful form. It's something you wouldn't expect to look like of a fusion between Dyna, Cosmos, and Zero. But just, my god, it's just so different, so unique, so special, and
yeah.
It's pretty.
So pretty that Ultra Axe never made it a figure.
But they're like,
That
hey,
sucks.
we'll let you take these 3 fucking fusion cards, Ultraman fusion cards, and just do it in the orb ring. So that's cool.
Because Hyper Zeton's ability is it literally.
It was X-Men Origins Wolverine Deadpool.
The final fight literally turns into
that abomination.
Yep.
The final fight literally turns into a DBZ fight.
Yeah, I said the
Like I said, frickin' they fused together, and now we have what was it? It's the Super Saiyan 4s versus Omega Shenron.
Yep.
That's literally what it turned into.
Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, they fused into Gogeta.
Yeah, they did Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and it's fucking awesome. Yeah, so then they fight, they all teleport her over, and then at one point 2 of the members of Team U just go up to them, and they're directing them, trying to direct Saga so they can plop Hyper Zeton into a place where they have explosives planted, and then they set it so he sinks into a hole, and then Saga goes to try to hit him, punches him into space, punches and kicks him into space, and then they do this weird thing where it's they're all yelling together doing punches, but it's an infinite loop. So it just shows
Yeah,
they have
was
an infinite
trippy.
power or something, and they blow him up. And then
Infinite punch loop. That was pretty trippy.
Then the movie just kind of ends.
it
Yeah.
and then we get an after a kind of during the credits scene where they're oh shit, they go back to Dyna's world and universe, and they're oh, where's Taiga? And Asuka just speaks to them going, oh, he's following his own path, don't worry about him.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine, and also, hey, I'm still here.
So then he's going off to decide what Taiga wants to do. He's deciding what he wants to do, and then the Team U comes picks him up. It's no, come stay with us. We'll have an 8-some. It'll be fun.
Oh,
He's
gosh.
He's ooh, aren't 2 of you sisters? That'll just make it more fun.
No, it's wait. No, it's Zero's wait, aren't 2 of you sisters? That'll be more fun. Taiga, I'm out.
Yeah. So then, he does, Zero does this typical thing he pretty much does with every one of his movies, where he's just, outside the planet, and then
Looks
he's
at it and then flies off.
well, no. He goes to do a thumbs up, and then he's nah, I can do my own thing. Rock on.
Now,
Hail Satan!
there were scenes cut from the final.
Yeah,
Really?
Gar was telling me there was the director's cut.
Yeah. The reason why Ultra 7, Jack, Ace, and Leo showed up was because they were meant to show up on the Earth, in which Hyper Zeton was meant to summon more kaijus. In which Saga would fight Hyper Zeton while the others fought other kaijus.
Yeah.
In which,
I know that would have just made the fight seem more cluttered, though.
Antlard, King Padon, Black King, Verocron, and Tyrant. The movie in which the scene was later added back in for the director's cut.
Cool.
So if I ever find the director's cut, I gotta find the director's cut then.
Yeah, you do. But yeah, so that was Ultraman Saga. It was a cool movie. Not my favorite. My favorite's still the first one, like, wholeheartedly, because that was a fucking fantastic moment. Nothing will beat Clouds beating the shit out of everybody. That's just the best thing ever. But it was a cool movie. I liked Taiga towards the end, in the middle, because when he decided to man up and not be a, like, fucking whiny little bitch. Dyna was fucking awesome, because Dyna's awesome. This movie made me like Cosmos a lot more. So, like... Oh, yeah.
There's a scene of, like, Saga and the 5 Ultra Brothers teaming up.
That's awesome. And then, yeah, the Cosmos was really cool. Zero was... He was cool. Like, it's Zero. He's, like, on his own separate tier of fucking awesome, so...
And he's basically the golden boy now.
Would I recommend anyone to watch this? Yes, I would, because watch it for Hyper Zeton and Ultraman Saga, because they're both fucking awesome. And if you like Dyna, then you want to watch this, because they suck Dyna's dick a lot. And I really want to watch Dyna! Like, apparently the first 4 episodes are subbed, so me and Gar are going to sit down one evening and watch the first 4 episodes of Dyna.
And chances are that subgroup will never be heard from again.
Fuck. Crunch, what did you think of Saga?
I thought it was a fun ride.
Okay.
That.
Gar, how about you?
It's not my favorite of the Zero trilogy, more or less because when I first watched it back in like 2012, I want to say, like, I didn't even finish it. I just got bored of it.
And here's your first introduction to Cosmos.
Yeah, it was my first introduction to Cosmos, and you know, I love Cosmos more or less because like he's the one that doesn't really want to fight.
No, he's the peacekeeper. He tries to calm the monster kaiju down instead of trying to kill them.
Hopefully, I do find the director's cut.
That'd be nice.
If not, I'll just have to download the Ultraman Retsuden episodes where they cover the Ultraman Saga.
Yep.
Because in which that's where the scenes were in.
Mm-hmm.
Like the scenes were added into the Retsuden episodes, and then added into a director's cut.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
that's it.
That's it for Zero for now. We got two more things to Zero.
And then we're done sucking Zero's dick.
Yeah.
Like, God, this has been the longest blowjob I've ever had.
Well, I mean, he's like how tall, so, you know, that dick's gonna be huge.
Are we seriously doing that joke again with Zero's dick?
I mean, it's just huge, so I mean,
big.
you gotta, like...
Like, out of that, like, 40,000 tons that he weighs, 10,000 of those tons is just his dick alone.
Done.
Yep. 20 other 1,000 tons are like his Zero sluggers, and then the other 10,000 is just him. 10,000 goes to his dick though. I can't stress that enough.
This is episode 13 of Ultraranger.
Yep.
He's like a Shuwa, man.
Oh, gosh.
That's just like your schwa, man.
That's like your Shuwa, man.
Your schwang.
You can
Just Ultraman Zero's sucking his giant schwang. Crunch, I love you.
You can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/autobot.
You can follow me at Lane with 2 underscores after it.
And I'm at Crunchran61.
If you want to read more of my thoughts on tokusatsu, you can follow me on facebook.com/GarsTokuBlogs. For other Cast Ranger stuff, you can follow us at facebook.com/RSCastRanger, where I just put up a post asking people, hey, what do you want us to talk about in 2018?
Yep.
Samurai Pizza Cats is apparently one of them.
Yeah, you've never heard of it until now.
I've never heard. I've seen the opening for like a few seconds.
It's like everything you want, Gar. You love cats. You like pizza. I'm assuming you like samurai, hopefully.
Hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, you like cats and pizza. Not cats on pizza.
Cat's
Ew.
trying to touch pizza.
Yeah, but you wouldn't mind like a picture of a cat lying on top of a pizza. You'd be
Oh,
like,
pizza box.
You'd be like, oh.
Be like, oh, kitty.
Yeah.
It's like how there was a cat outside our place the other day. I was like, hey, baby. Oh, you're a cute baby. Hey, baby. Where was I? Oh, yeah. For more archival, or for more older episodes of Cast Ranger, you can listen to them at castranger.podbean.com.
Yep.
You can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/Radio Sentai Castranger.
Yep.
For then, Ultraman Orb is currently available legally on Crunchyroll, and Ultraman Jeet is currently available legally on Crunchyroll. I wish I could say the same for Ultraman Dyna.
Yep. We even contacted TV Neon, and they're like, nope.
I really wish Ultraman Dyna gets contracted by Crunchyroll.
Yep.
But then,
Seriously,
Give it
Crunchyroll,
time.
if you're listening to this, sub Dyna.
Then again, Lane, when haven't I said something and it would come true?
You know.
Watch it tomorrow. Ultraman Dyna gets...
Ultraman Dyna dub movie gets a North American release.
Well, Sun Dyna. Or it's like SH Figureworks Ultraman Dyna.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. What if they're listening to this at like 2 p.m.?
Well, too bad. You're only allowed to listen to this at night.
Have a good day, everyone.
Goodbye.
Later.